Hello students, in this video we are going to complete this quadratic equations full chapter. Okay, what are the concepts we are going to learn in this? What is a quadratic equation? And we will learn how to find solutions of quadratic equations using three methods: factorization method, completing square method, quadratic formula. Okay, we have one more method called as graphical method, drawing the graph of quadratic equation. Drawing the graph of quadratic equation is same as drawing the graph of polynomials. Okay, so to draw the graph of quadratic equations, please go watch my video of polynomials. Okay, I'll leave the link in the description below. And we will also learn nature of the roots concept. Alright, so these are the concepts we are going to cover in this video. Now, what is a quadratic equation? See, an equation whose degree is 2 is called a quadratic equation. Okay, equation whose degree is 2 is called as a quadratic equation, and the standard form of quadratic equation is this: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. In equations we'll have equal to 0, right? LHS is equal to RHS will be there. So this is LHS, right, is equal to RHS. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Both will be equal, right? So this is the standard form of quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, this is a quadratic equation whose variable is x, and these are actually numbers. A, B, C are some real numbers. Okay, all right. Now we have few examples. Let us check whether these are quadratic equations or not. Okay, first one is x plus 1 whole square equal to 2 into x minus 3. Alright, so let us first write this. Let us simplify this. Let us check whether we are getting form like this or not: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 or not. Okay, so x plus 1 whole square, so it is expansion, right? A plus b whole square formula, right? So let us solve the first one. If we expand this using a plus b whole square, what do we get? We have x square plus 2 into x into 1 plus 1 square, right, is equal to, multiply this, 2 into x is 2x minus 2 into 3 is 6. Alright, so this will be equal to x square plus, this is 2x plus 1 equal to 2x minus 6. Let us bring these two terms this side. X square plus 2x plus 1 minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, plus 2x became minus 2x, minus 6 became plus. So now we have x square plus 2x minus 2x will get cancelled, right? Plus 7 equal to 0. Now, is this a quadratic equation? Yes. See, what is the degree of this equation? It is 2. Degree of this equation is 2, which means this is a quadratic equation. Now, some of you must be wondering, why is it not like this? Why don't we have 3 terms here? See, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Just now I told you that this is the standard form. But we have only 2 terms here. Okay, x square term is there and constant term is there, 7 plus 7. This x term is missing. So maybe it was like this: 0 into x, right? X square plus 0 into x plus 7 is equal to 0. We can write x square plus 7 as x square plus 0x plus 7 only, right? Because 0 into x is what? It is equal to 0. So x square plus 7, see, these two are equal. Okay, so x square plus 0x plus 7 is equal to 0. If you simplify this, is it a quadratic equation or not? Yes, it is a quadratic equation. Okay, in which a is equal to 1. See, here it will be 1, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 7. Alright, I hope you understood this. Let us do the second problem. Okay, x square plus 3x plus 1 equal to x minus 2 whole square. Okay, now see, some students will think that this is of the form ax plus bx plus c. Okay, but my advice is, solve the problem first and then decide. Okay, or see, if you are having enough practice, you can tell that it is not a quadratic equation, because if you expand this, here you will have x square. If you expand x minus 2 whole square, first term will be x square, right? That x square and this x square will get cancelled. So there are no x square terms. Okay, I'll explain you this. Second one, see, x square plus 3x plus 1 equal to x minus 2 whole square. So this is x square plus 3x plus 1. Expand using a minus b whole square. So this will be x square minus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square. A square minus 2ab plus b square formula, right? So this is x square minus 4x plus 4. Okay, minus 4x. So here we have x square 3x plus 1. This x square will get cancelled, right? Or send these three terms on LHS. X square plus 3x plus 1 minus x square plus 4x minus 4. Okay, all these terms will change sign. See here, x square minus x square 0, right? So 3x and 4, 7x plus 1 minus 4 minus 3 equal to 0. It is not a quadratic equation, it is a linear equation, right? Why is it linear? Because the degree is 1. Okay. So is this quadratic? No, it is not quadratic. Alright. So if you have enough practice, after expansion, you will know that you will have x square here, right? That x square and this x square will get cancelled. Okay. Alright. Let us do the third bit. Okay, we have cube. Alright. Let us expand using a plus b whole cube. Okay. Here also we will have cube. See, 2x into x square will be 2x cube. X plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x multiplied by x square minus 1. I'll write the formula of a plus b whole cube here. A plus b whole cube, we can write it in two forms. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab multiplied by a plus b, or a cube b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. These two are exactly same. If you multiply 3ab with a, 3a square b will come. 3ab with b, 3ab square will come, right? Okay. So if you expand, let us use the second form. X cube plus 2 cube plus 2 into, sorry, it is 3, right? 3 into x square multiplied by 2 plus 3 into x into 2 square is equal to, let us multiply RHS. 2x into x square, 2x cube minus 2x into 1 is 2x. I hope you understood this step. Now let us simplify. X cube, 2 cube is equal to 8, right? So this is 3 2s are 6, x square plus 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12. So this is 12x is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. Okay. Now let us bring this two terms this side. So what do we have? We have x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x minus 2x cube plus 2x is equal to 0. See, x cube minus 2x cube minus 1x cube, right? We will have 1x cube. So x cubes we are done with, right? So 6x square. So let us write 6x square, 12x and 2x, 14x. So all these terms are done. What is left now? Plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, I am cancelling. Okay, so that I am not missing any terms, right? So is this quadratic now? No, it is not quadratic. It is cubic equation. Okay, because we have x cube here. Degree is 3. So this is not quadratic, it is cubic. So this is not quadratic equation. This was also not quadratic. Was this quadratic? Yes, it was quadratic equation, right? QE means quadratic equation. Okay, let me rub this. Let us do the fourth one. Fourth one is interesting. Most of the students will just see this question and tell it is not quadratic equation. Okay, see, we have x and we have 1 by 3x. Okay, we have x here, we have x here, and students will think that it is not quadratic. But like I told you, first simplify. Okay, so x minus 1 by 3x is equal to 1 by 6. Now see, the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. All the variables, that is, see, the x values should be in the numerator, right? But here it is in the denominator. So what can we do about that? We need to write this 3x in the numerator. So we can do one thing, we can multiply both sides by 3x, right? Okay, so let us see, multiply both sides by 3x. 1 by 6. We multiplied LHS by 3x and RHS by 3x. So now this will be 3x into x, 3x square minus 3x into 1 by 3, 3x divided by 3x is equal to, okay, 3 1s are 3 2s are, so this will be x into 1 x divided by 2. See here, this and this will get cancelled, we'll have 1 here, right? So what do we have now? We have 3x square minus 1 is equal to x by 2. Okay, we can simplify this further. See, we can eliminate this denominator also by multiplying both sides by 2. If we multiply both sides by 2, so this 2 will get cancelled. So what do we have now? 2 3s are 6. 6x square minus 2 1s are 2 is equal to x. Send this x this side. So what do we get? We get 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. This x we send this side, it became minus. So 6x square minus x minus 2. Is this quadratic? Yes, it is quadratic equation. Okay, because the degree is 2. Now see, when you first say this, it is not looking like quadratic equation, it solve and only then answer. Okay, so in the next part I'll drop this board and I'll explain you finding solutions of this using factorization method. Okay. Okay, now we took one example. Okay, we need to find the values of x. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. This is an example. We need to find the values of x. Let us learn factorization method, completing square method and quadratic formula using the same example. Okay, alright. So see, first factorization method. Factorization method is also called as splitting the middle term. Okay, so in splitting the middle term, the first step should be coefficient of x square should be multiplied with constant number. Okay, coefficient of x square is 2. It should be multiplied with constant number 3. In our case, 2 and 3. So 2 3s will be equal to 6. Okay, it is equal to 6. Okay, including the signs. If we have minus 2 here, multiply with minus 2 into 3, minus 6 will come, right? Now, whatever number we get here, we need to find the factors of this number. Okay, what are the factors of 6? 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor and 6 is a factor, right? Okay, out of these 4 factors, we need to select any 2 factors such that multiplication should give us this number 6. Okay, addition or subtraction should give us the middle term, right? What did I tell you? Multiplication should be 6. Addition or subtraction should be the middle term. What is the middle term? Minus 5. So which 2 numbers will satisfy? Let us check. 1 and 2. 1 into 2. If you multiply these 2 factors, are we getting 6? No. So can we take 1 and 2? See, the factors are 1, 2, 3, 6. If we use 1 and 2, 1 into 2 is how much? 2. Are we getting 6? No. Multiplication should be 6, right? So we cannot take this. 1 into 6. Okay, yes, 1 into 6. Multiplication is correct. But can we get minus 5? Okay, can we get minus 5? Let us see. We need minus 5. Let us write all the combinations of 1 and 6. We can write plus plus, we can write minus minus, right? Plus minus, minus plus. These are the combinations we can make with 1 and 6, right? So this will be plus 7, this is minus 7, minus 5, plus 5. Okay, so see, we have minus 5. Okay, multiplication is 6, addition subtraction is minus 5. So can we take these numbers now? 1 and minus 6. What are the numbers? See, plus 1 and minus 6. So these are the two factors now. Okay. Alright. See, this is where students will make mistake. Now 1 and 6, they will select these two numbers and they will split this middle term in this form. Okay. What about 2 and 3? Will 2 and 3 will also satisfy? Yes. See, 2 3s will be 6. How can we write 2 and 3 to get minus 5? Minus 2, minus 3. Now what are the factors we took? Minus 2 and minus 3. Okay. Multiplication should be minus 6 or plus 6 here. It should be plus 6. See, we have plus 2, plus 3. If you multiply, plus 6 should come, right? But when we are multiplying the numbers here, 1 and minus 6, the result is minus 6. Do we need minus 6? No, we need plus 6. Okay. So 1 and minus 6 also we cannot take. Let us check this. See, minus 2, minus 3. If you multiply these numbers, we should get plus 6. Right? Minus into minus plus. 2 3s are 6. Okay. So, see here. 1 and minus 6. These two numbers are satisfying. Multiplication and addition subtraction. Okay. But still we are not taking this because the signs are not matching, right? So if you take minus 2 and minus 3, the signs are also matching, right? And the numbers are also matching. Okay. Just be careful in such problems. Okay. So we need to take minus 2 and minus 3. So we need to split this minus 5 as minus 2 and minus 3. So the first term will remain same. The second term will be minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay. I'll explain you why 1 and minus 6 is wrong. Okay. After solving this, I'll explain you 1 and minus 6 also. Okay. Now from these two terms, we can take 2x common. So x will be left minus. If you take 2x common, 1 will be left here. If you are having doubts, just multiply. 2x into x, 2x square. 2x into 1 is 2x. Now, from these two terms, we can take 3 common, right? Or minus 3 common. Or whatever we get here inside the brackets, we need to write it one more time here. We will have the same thing. Okay. Outside the brackets, what will come? 3. But what sign? What sign do we have here? Minus sign. So minus 3 will come. If you are still having doubts, just multiply. Minus 3 into x, minus 3x, minus into minus plus, 3 1s are 3. Okay. Now, let us say I did not check this properly and I took 1 and minus 6. So 2x square plus 1x minus 6x plus 3. Okay. 1 and minus 6 I took. Now, see what can we take common from these two terms? We can take x common. So it will be 2x plus 1. Here, if I write 2x plus 1, here if I write 3, okay, the numbers will match. See, I need to write minus 3 here, right? The numbers will match. See, 3 into 2 is 6. So this is 6x with minus sign. Now here minus into plus, minus will come here, right? Minus 3. But do we have minus 3 here? No, we have plus 3, right? Okay. What if we write it as plus? 3 1s are 3. This number will match, but this will not match. See, 3 2s are 6. Plus 6x will come here, but we have minus 6x here, right? So if you take this 1 and minus 6, the signs will not match. Okay. That means 1 and minus 6 is wrong. So what should we take? We should take minus 2 and 3. Let me write it again. 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. From these two terms, we can take 2x common, so x minus 1 and write x minus 1 one more time and outside the brackets minus 3. I explained you why just now, right? From these two terms, we can take x minus 1 common or whatever is there inside the brackets write one time, outside the brackets write one time, like this. Okay, it was quadratic equation. Now, this is a linear equation, this is a linear equation. We know how to find the zeros or roots of linear equation. Like this, right? Equate this to 0, equate this to 0. find the value of x from here. 1 goes on the other side, becomes plus 1. 2x, 3 goes on the other side, becomes plus 3. This 2 goes on the other side, it will divide. So the values of x are 1 and 3 by 2. Okay, 1 and 3 by 2. Okay, I'll rub all this. I hope this was clear. I took this example for a reason, because two pairs of numbers were satisfying the condition, right? 1 minus 6 and minus 2 and minus 3. Okay. Alright. Now see, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 by 2. These are called the roots of this. Okay. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0 is an equation. Values of x which will satisfy this equation are called as roots. Roots of the equation. Okay. What are roots? See, if you substitute x is equal to 1 in this, LHS and RHS will be equal. Okay, this whole part will become 0. Let us check. Let us substitute x is equal to 1. We got x is equal to 1 here, right? So this is 1 square, 5 into 1 plus 3. In place of x, we are writing 1. So this is 2, 1 square is 1, minus 5 plus 3. This is 2 minus 5 plus 3. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3, it is equal to 0. See, we got 0, which means this value is satisfying the equation, right? Okay, that means that x is equal to 1 is correct. Let us substitute 3 by 2. So this is 2, 3 by 2 square minus 5 into 3 by 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 see here, this is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 square means, let us write it like this, 3 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 2. Minus 5 3s are 15, 15 by 2 plus 3. So 1, 2 will get cancelled here, right? So 3 3s are 9, this is 9 by 2 minus 15 by 2 plus 3. Now denominators are same. Write the denominators one time. 9 minus 15 plus 3. 9 minus 15 is how much? Minus 6. Minus 6 by 2 plus 3. Minus 6 by 2 is how much? It is 3. So minus 3 plus 3, it is equal to 0. Which means x is equal to 3 by 2 is also correct. Okay. I hope this is clear. This is how we can check. And what are 1 and 3 by 2 called as? 1 and 3 by 2 are called as roots of this equation. Okay. Okay, alright. This was factorization method. Okay. Now, let us use next method, that is completing square method. Okay. Okay. Little confusing method, but just follow along. Okay. See, we have 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. In completing square method, the coefficient of x square should be 1. Okay, we should make the coefficient of x square as 1. But here we have 2. So how can we make it 1? Divide both sides by 2. So this will become x square minus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equal to 0. 0 by 2 is how much? 0. Okay. Now the coefficient of x square has become 1. Okay. See, first step is to make the coefficient of x square 1. Next step is send constant on the other side. This plus 3 by 2 is constant. When it goes on the other side, becomes minus 3 by 2. Okay. First step is making coefficient of x square 1. Second step, sending constant on the other side. Alright. Now, third step, this is where students will make mistake. See, take the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x now? It is minus 5 by 2. But don't worry about the sign. Take only the magnitude, the value. See, coefficient of x. We should take the coefficient of x, not x square. Coefficient of x, you take, write it here, 5 by 2. Multiply that with 1 by 2. So this will become 5 by 4. Okay. Every time multiply by 1 by 2. Okay, whatever number you have. Like for example now, if you have 7x square minus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is equal to minus 1 like this. Okay, we'll divide this by 7, right, on both sides. Now, take this 5 by 7, multiply with 1 by 2. So this will be 5 by 14. Okay. Alright. Like this. Now we should add 5 by 4 whole square on both sides. See, this is minus 5 by 2x. Just follow along. Okay. We should add 5 by 4 whole square on both sides. What should we do? We should take the coefficient of x, 5 by 2, multiply by 1 by 2, it will be 5 by 4, and add this square on both sides. So we have x square minus 5 by 2x plus 5 by 4 whole square minus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 4 whole square. See, we added 5 by 4 whole square both sides. Okay. Okay. Please practice this. Okay. Now we need to write this as a square. Okay, we need to write this as a square. I'll tell you one trick how to write this as a square. See, which terms are having squares, you write those terms here. X is having a square, write x. 5 by 4 is having a square, write 5 by 4. This sign, minus sign. Okay, minus sign, minus, 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 and minus. Now you must be wondering what I did here. See, you expand this, we'll get this part only. See, x minus 5 by 4 whole square. If you expand using a minus b whole square, a square minus 2 into a into 5 by 4 plus 5 by 4 whole square, right? A square minus 2ab plus b square. See, this will get cancelled. What do we have now? X square minus 5 into x is 5x divided by 2 plus 5 by 4 whole square. See, x square minus 5 by 2x plus 5 by 4 whole square. Same thing here, right? So this we collapsed it and wrote it as x minus 5 by 4 whole square. So it is x minus 5 by 4 whole square. Okay. So we completed a square here. So that's why this method is called as completing square method. Okay. Now this RHS should be simplified. 3 by 4 plus, 3 by 2. This is 25 by 16. Okay, 5 square and 4 square. I hope this is clear. Now, normal simplification. Let us simplify this. Denominators are different, or LCM is 16, we can do that. Okay. Denominators are different, multiply, cross multiply, minus 3 into 16 plus 2 into 25 will come here. Okay. Here it will be x minus 5 by 4 whole square. Alright. So, x minus 5 by 4 whole square. 16, 16, 32, 48, minus 48 plus 50 divided by 2 into 16. Now minus 48 plus 50, it is equal to 2, right? So this 2 will get cancelled. We'll have x minus 5 by 4 whole square 1 by 16. This square goes on the other side, becomes root. It will become plus minus root. So this is x minus 5 by 4 equal to plus minus 1 by 4. 1 by root 16 is 1 by 4, right? Okay. Now, let me just write here. Okay. Now see here, one time we should take plus, what is this? X minus 5 by 4 is equal to plus minus 1 by 4. Let us send this 5 by 4 on the other side. It will become plus, right? Minus will become plus, and this plus minus is as it is. Now we need to write plus 1 time and minus 1 time. So denominators are same, so write it 1 time. 5 plus 1 is how much? 6. So what is 6 by 4? It is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, and here x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 by 4, it is equal to 1. Okay. So that's what we got, right? Using factorization method also, we got the same values. X is equal to 1, x is equal to 3 by 2. So using completing square method also, we got the same answer. X is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. If this was confusing for you, please watch it again. Okay. Alright. Now, let us use quadratic formula. Every student's favorite formula, quadratic formula. Okay. What is a quadratic formula? First, let me explain. See, quadratic formula is actually derived from completing square method only. Okay. But we are not going into that detail. We are not deriving quadratic formula. Let me explain you in brief. If ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a quadratic equation, values of x can be found using this formula, minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this is the quadratic formula. Memorize this, minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. Now see, this is of this form only, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What is the value of a? A is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 3. Substitute these values in this formula, we'll get the values of x. See, minus b, right? Minus b. So minus of minus b. Okay, b is minus 5, right? 5 is in the formula already. So b is minus 5 plus minus root of minus 5 whole square minus 4ac. So 4a into c. A is 2, c is 3 whole divided by 2a. 2 multiplied by 2. Now let us simplify. These will be the values of x. Minus into minus plus. Minus 5 whole square 25 minus 4 2s are 8. Okay. 8 3s are 24. Divided by 2 2s are 4. So 5 plus minus 25 minus 24 1. Root 1 is 1. Okay. So now you see x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 4 and x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 4. Right, plus 1 time minus 1 time. So this is 6 by 4. 6 by 4 it is equal to 3 by 2, and here 5 minus 1 4. 4 by 4 it is equal to 1. So we got the same values, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3 by 2. Using all the three methods we got the same answer. We will get the same answer. Okay, no matter which method you apply, we will get the same answer. Alright, I hope this is clear. See, what is the quadratic formula? Minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, sometimes factorization method will be very difficult. Okay, we can use quadratic formula. Alright, we'll do one or two problems, okay, and using all three methods. Okay, I'll do one problem using all three methods and then we'll go to nature of the roots concept. Okay, let us learn this. Let us solve this. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 equal to 0. Using all the three methods. Okay, factorization. 100 should be multiplied with constant number, right? 100 should be multiplied with constant number. 100 into 1, 100. We need to find the factors of 100. Now factors of 100 are more, right? So see, let us find prime factors and check whether we get the answer or not. See, addition subtraction should be minus 20. Okay, addition or subtraction of the numbers of the two factors should be minus 20, the middle term, and multiplication should be how much? It should be equal to 100 plus 100. Okay, now see here, 10 tens are, see, it is very easy. Can we use 10 and 10? 10 tens are is 100. 10 and 10 will give us minus 20 also, right? See, minus 10, we can write it as minus 20. And 10 multiplied by 10, it is equal to 100. So multiplication is 100, addition subtraction is minus 20. It is satisfying, right? We can take the same terms also. So let us split this minus 20 in this form. So we have 100x square minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, from these two terms, we can take 10x common. So if you take 10x will be left, minus 1. Multiply, see, 10x into 10x, 100x square. 10x into 1, 10x. So whatever we write it inside the bracket, we will have the same thing here, right? So 10x minus 1, write 10x minus 1. Outside the brackets, minus 1 will come here. Okay. If you are having doubts, just check. Minus 1 into 10x, minus into minus plus 1 into 1 is 1. So these two are equal. So we have 10x minus 1 and 10x minus 1. equal to 0. So this is 10x minus 1 equal to 0, 10x minus 1 equal to 0. So this is 10x is equal to 1, x is 1 by 10. Here also x will be 1 by 10. Okay, so we got same roots. Yes, an equation can have two same roots also, right? Okay, 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. So that was factorization method. Now let us do this using completing square method. So my advice is you please pause the video and do completing square method and quadratic formula method also, using formula also. Okay, all right, first step in completing square should be we should make the coefficient of x square as 1. So how can we make it? By dividing both sides by 100. So this 0 by 100 will be 0, this is 1 by 100, this is, see, 1 0 will get cancelled, 2 and this will go 5 times, so this is x by 5, this is x square. Okay, alright, now we have x square minus x by 5, this constant term we should send it on RHS. Okay, now we need to take the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? This is actually 1 by 5 multiplied by x. So we should take the coefficient of x and multiply with 1 by 2. So this will be 1 by 10. And we should add 1 by 10 whole square both sides, right? So this is x square 1 by 5x is equal to minus, like this. It was like this. We need to add 1 by 10 whole square both sides. 1 by 10 whole square both sides. So this is minus 1 by 100, this is 1 by 100. So both will get cancelled, we'll have 0 here, right? What about this part? How should we convert this to square? I explained you, right? Minus, because we have a minus sign here, and the terms which are having squares, write it here. X square is having, x is having a square, write x. 1 by 10 is having a square, write 1 by 10. Okay. You expand this, you will get the same thing. X minus 1 by 10. This square goes on the other side, becomes root, right? So it will be equal to 0. Now, x is equal to 1 by 10. This 1 by 10 goes on the other side, becomes plus. Now, we have only one root. Do we have only one root? But it is x square, right? It was quadratic equation. It should have two roots. So, the other root is also same. Okay, 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. Okay, this is how we should use completing square method. Now let us use quadratic formula. What was the equation? 20x, right? Okay. So this is 20x. So if you compare this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a is equal to how much? It is 100, b is equal to minus 20, c is equal to 1. Okay. Quadratic formula is minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Using this formula, we can find the values of x, right? So minus, see, b is minus 20 plus minus root of minus 20 whole square minus 4 into a into c whole divided by 2 into a, 100. So this is how much? Plus 20 plus minus root of minus 20 whole square is 400 minus, here also 400 divided by 200. So 400 minus 400 is 0. So root 0 will come here, right? So what is root 0? Root 0 is equal to 0. Okay. So this we can omit. So now we have 20 divided by 200. 0, 0 cancel. So this is 2 ones are 2 tens are. So it is 1 by 10. So 1 0 is 1 by 10. We got only one value of x. We need two values, right? The other 0, the other root is also 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 and 1 by 10 are the two roots. Okay. I hope this is clear. We will learn nature of the roots. Very important concept. Okay. B square minus 4ac. This part is important. Okay. Let us see why. Okay. Let us learn one important concept from quadratic equations. Nature of the roots. Okay. When we find the values of x of a quadratic equation, okay, these three cases are possible. the values of x, that is the roots can be two distinct roots. Distinct means different roots. Okay, like this. See, in one of our previous problems we got 1 and 3 by 2 as roots, right? So these are two different roots, 1 and 3 by 2. Two same roots. We got 1 by 10 and 1 by 10 in one example, right? Previous example. So such roots are called as two same roots. Sometimes we can have no real roots, or this no real roots means imaginary roots. Like, see, imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers are not real numbers. Okay. So no real roots is same as imaginary roots. Okay. Now, what are these imaginary numbers? See, I'll give you one brief introduction. Can we find out what is root 4? Yes, root 4 it is equal to 2. Can we find out what is root 25? Root 5. Root 25 is 5. Root 36 is 6. See here, inside the root, these values are positive values. Plus 4, plus 25, plus 36, right? What if we have negative number here? Can you find out its value? No, we cannot find out. Minus 4, square root of minus 4 is not a real number. It is an imaginary number. So, what is an imaginary number? See, let us find out this. Or what is an imaginary number? How can I explain? You see, imaginary number is a number. If you square that number, you will get a negative value. Okay, you take any real number. Take minus 2. Minus 2 is real number. Take 2. Okay, take plus 5. Take minus 5. If you square that, you will have plus value. See, if you square, you will have plus. If you square, you will have 25. If you square this, you will have plus 25 only, right? If you square a real number, the answer will be plus only. But if you square an imaginary number, the answer will be negative. Okay? The answer will be negative. Like this. See? If it is root of minus 4, root square will get cancelled here. What is this? Minus 4 will come, right? So it is negative number. Okay? So mathematicians have introduced, or they decided to use I for imaginary numbers. What is I? It is an imaginary number. Let us see how I is useful here. See, can we write it as minus root 1 multiplied by 4? Yes. So this is minus root 1 multiplied by 4, like this. Okay. We know root 4 is 2, but what is root of minus 1? We cannot find. Root of minus 1 is given as I. We take I, imaginary number, as root of minus 1. Or see, you square on both sides, I square will be minus 1. This is imaginary number. Okay. So if you square an imaginary number, you will get a negative value. Okay. Or you can write I as root of minus 1. So this root of minus 1 is what? I. So we can write this as 2I. So remember, what is root of minus 4? It is equal to 2I, where I is an imaginary number. Okay. I hope this is clear. Don't get into a lot of detail. In 10th class, you don't have this concept. Okay. In intermediate, you can learn it. Okay. So, two different zeros, two different roots, two same roots, and imaginary roots are possible. Only these three cases are possible, right? Okay. So, nature of the roots. These three are the nature of the roots. It all depends on b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. See, this is quadratic formula, right? If this is positive, b square minus 4ac, if b square minus 4ac is positive, positive means greater than 0, we will have two distinct or different roots. Okay. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, if this part is equal to 0, like it was in the previous case, 1 by 10, 1 by 10, if this is equal to 0, we will have two same roots. Okay. If b square minus 4ac is negative. Negative means less than 0. If it is less than 0, like this, minus 5, something minus 5, minus 1. See, just now we learned root of negative numbers are imaginary, right? So we'll have imaginary roots. Okay? Or we can say no real roots exist. Okay? So this is nature of the roots. Everything will depend on this part, b square minus 4ac, which is there inside this root. Okay? That is this term b square minus 4ac. This value is given a special name. It is called as discriminant. Extremely sorry. Discriminant. Okay? Sometimes it is represented by capital D, sometimes it is represented by delta. Okay? Discriminant. This b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant. Okay? Let us do a few problems based on this concept. Alright. See, let us find the roots of these two equations if they exist. Okay? If they exist, let us go ahead and find the roots of these equations. If they don't exist, we will write no real roots exist. Okay? The first question is 4x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. So it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay? First we need to find the value of b square minus 4ac, discriminant. B square minus 4ac. Okay? So what is a? It is 4. What is b? It is 3. What is c? It is 5. So b square, so it is 3 square, 4 into a is 4 multiplied by c. 3 square is 9, okay, 4 5s are 20, 20 into 4, 80, minus 71 will come here, right? So is it greater than 0 or equal to 0 or less than 0? It is less than 0. B square minus 4ac is negative, right? Less than 0. So if it is less than 0, can we have real roots? No. No real roots exist, or imaginary roots exist, right? So can we find the values of x here? No, we cannot find. So leave it like that. No real roots exist. No real roots exists, right? Okay. It will have roots. This equation will have roots, but the roots will be imaginary roots. Okay. Roots will not be real numbers. Let us go ahead and find roots of this. Is this quadratic equation? Yes. We did one example in the starting video, in the starting part of this video, right? Multiply both sides by x. So this will be like this, x into x, x square, x into 1 is x divided by x. Okay, this will get cancelled, we'll have 1 here. So x square plus 1 equal to 3x. This 3x will come here, it will become minus. See, it is a quadratic equation, right? Okay. Compare this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What is the value of a? A is 1, b is minus 3, c is 1. Let us find discriminant, b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 3 square, right? B is minus 3, minus 4 into a is 1, c is also 1. 3 square is 9, minus 4. So this is equal to 5. Is it greater than 0? Yes. This is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, roots exist, right? Okay. The roots exist. Let us go ahead and find the roots. Okay. Let us use quadratic formula, minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Oh shoot. What was the equation? I wrote the equation, right? Don't worry, we have the values of a, b, c here, right? So b was equal to minus 3, a was equal to 1 and c was equal to 1. Okay, thank God. Minus b is how much? Minus 3 plus minus root of, we need not find this value, we already found this, right? B square minus 4ac, what was the answer? 5 divided by 2 into 1. Okay, so this is 3 plus minus root 5 divided by 2. So this is 3 plus root 5 by 2 is one value, 3 minus root 5 by 2 is another value. Okay, So these are the two roots of this equation. I hope this is clear. Can we use factorization method and find this kind of roots? Not possible, right? Completing square and quadratic formula we can use and find this type of equations, this type of roots. Okay, I hope you understood the nature of the roots concept. Okay,